Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to another episode of the South Carolina Gamecocks Dynasty here on EA Sports College Football 25, where today the South Carolina Gamecocks are in the TransPerfect Music City Bowl representing the SEC, facing off against the Big Ten representative, the UCLA Bruins. The Gamecocks back in this bowl for the third straight season. I was hoping that finishing the 18th ranked team in the country, 8-4, we'll get us a better bowl game, but here we are, facing off against a very talented Bruins squad that is 7-5 and one of their best seasons in recent memory. And this is actually the first ever meeting against these two teams, so it's an exciting matchup in rainy Nashville, Tennessee, home of the Tennessee Titans at Nissan Stadium. As we are underway here, if you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more Dynasty Mode content, as we'll see UCLA first off with the football. They come into this one 7-5 with a big win against number 5 Rutgers on their docket, so definitely not a team to take lightly. They start off with their own 24 with a quick pass. It's a gain of 2 before Sonny Gallen makes the tackle. 2nd and 8 now. DeMarcius Davis, the redshirt junior, is the quarterback for the Bruins, and this one's incomplete. And now UCLA with an early 3rd down. 3rd and 8. Davis dumps it off short. This is the running back Derek Vincent. He will get a first down just barely. Drags the defender across. As you can see the numbers from Davis last game, 180 yards and 2 touchdowns in the loss to the Trojans. Now their own 34, it's a handoff. It's a gain of 2. There's Vincent on the ground. 2nd and 8 now. 2 tight ends in the formation. They're going to throw. Davis, 3-man rush, dumps it off for Vincent out of the backfield. Takes a big shot. Collects the football. Now it's 3rd and 5. Davis wants it across the middle. It's incomplete. That one is going to force a Bruins punt. And we'll take a look at the Gamecock offense, who has been rolling recently. Won 3 of their past 4, and 3 of those wins considered are Auburn, Texas, and Clemson. One of the hottest teams in the country, the 8-4 Gamecocks, now finally ranked at number 18. It's on the back of that man, the first team All-American halfback, Wade Mann, who leads the country in rushing yards. He got 4, and then we see a 5-yard gain for Jason Bickett. It's an early 3rd down for South Carolina. They hand it off to Mann, and he's going to get the first down. That's the first down of the day for South Carolina. 1st and 10, Reno short. Hold on. Caldwell has it. Gain of 4. Tough grab makes it 2nd and 6. Now Mann, again, who had over 100 yards in the win against Clemson, gets a nice first down run. He's got 3 for 18. John Hajrullah will check back in for the first time today. He picks up 6. He has 205 yards, 3 touchdowns on the season. After a pass, though, Wade Mann back in, as this one will be a gain of 1. That's a quick 3rd down for the Gamecocks. They give it to Mann up the middle, and he will be stuffed. He doesn't get the first. Good defense there, led by the All-American linebacker Roland Antwine. That sets up a 47-yard try for Mason Love, who just knocks this one through, and South Carolina is on the board first. They lead 3-0. Second drive for the Bruins, 2nd and 6. Nice pitch pass here. Some nice moves. Gets a first down. However, I don't think it will count. It's going to be a holding call on the left tackle, Manu Draft. The redshirt sophomore is the culprit. So now a 3rd and 14 for UCLA. Davis to throw, faces some pressure, dumps it off short for Vincent, who will be well shy of the marker. Nice punt force for the Gamecocks. Their second drive, they're out to the 47. Here's Mann, and he gets maybe 2 before spun down by the safety R.J. Jones. Mann at 27 yards today as he gets the next carry and maybe loses 1. Upended. That's A.J. Fuimanono with it. And that was 3rd and 9. Reno to throw, steps up in the pocket, gets hit, fires, has DeBron Gatling across the middle, and Gatling's going to break free. He's going to go the distance, 52 yards for the senior impact wide receiver, DeBron Gatling. And the Gamecocks lead 10-0 now as we go to the end of the first quarter, as South Carolina out in front, but UCLA with the football. Offense just needs to keep pace with South Carolina. They have it here, 2nd and 4 from their own 41. They go play fake. Davis short, has his man caught. This is the tight end Trayvon Sam Jr. with the first down, and the junior gets him out to midfield. And in motion across, it's a give to Vincent right side, and Spitzer comes down and makes the tackle. Nice loss of 1 from the former Ohio Bobcat, Nick Spitzer. Now 3rd and 4, and it's some jumping movement. They're going to get the Bruins on a false start. I think that was Kevin Humphreys, the redshirt sophomore guard, with the foul. Now it's 3rd and 9. Davis dumps it off short. This one well shy of the marker. And UCLA will go for it. They're in no man's land. They're already down by 10. You might as well. So on 4th and 4, the Bruins offense will stay on the field. As they come out of the gun stack to the right, Davis to throw. And he looks across the middle and is tackled shy. Nick Spitzer brings him down. That's a turnover on downs for the Bruins. Gamecocks back with it now as it's 3rd and 9. As there's some movement, the Bruins just completely try to switch sides on the corners, and it leaves Tyshawn Russell deep. Miscommunication, and the Gamecocks have a big play as Tyshawn Russell gets him out to the 11-yard line. Playing his last game as a Gamecock today as the senior. 1st and 10, Mann gets outside, picks up 7. Now down to the 4-yard line. Reno in the gun to throw, lobs it for Mann, who has it for a touchdown. South Carolina leads 17-0. That's the 5th receiving touchdown of the season for Mann. And the Gamecocks have taken firm control of this game. Bruins got to get something. I got to get something now. 1st and 10, dumped off short, and this one has nowhere to go. It's maybe 2. And now the Bruins are going to start going no huddle, trying to stuff differently to keep pace. 2nd and 8, Davis looks left side, and this one's incomplete. Deshaun Heap with the deflection. Pass intended for Sam. Now 3rd and 8. Davis to throw. Across the middle deep. And this one's broken up. Gallen with it that time. And it's a 3-and-out for the Bruins as we go now into later in the second quarter. 1st and 10. Gamecocks driving at the 24 of the Bruins. But that's a sack. First of the day, Antonio Simpson-Warren with now 3.5 on the season. Now 2nd and 14. Reno across the middle. He's got Gatling deep. And he's got a touchdown. 3 first half passing touchdowns for Reno, and the Gamecocks lead 24-0. This one turning into a rout early. UCLA, 2nd and 9. Now has to get something going, but here's a sack. Vic Burley is there leading the way. 3rd and 18 now on their doorstep. They hand it off. Vincent blown up. That's Derek Vincent Douglas, the Alabama transfer. It's a punt. It's 24-0. Gamecocks with the football, and this one is getting ugly. That's a nice tackle, though, by Fui Mauno with the loss of 2. Now 3rd and 12. Reno tries to step up, but he's sacked. I think that's Simpson-Warren again in the backfield. So at least they force a punt. But you need to get some points on the board of your own. 1st and 10. There's a bubble screen, but there's a flag down as this will be coming back. It's an eligible man downfield. I think they're going to get the center, Ladarius Dexter, the junior, on the flag, and they do. 1st and 15 now for the Bruins. It's a little bit of a RPO, and Davis keeps it himself. Nice move to get to the marker, but unfortunately this one won't count. Manu Draft again with the holding call, his 2nd of the day. The Bruins can't do anything right on offense. Now it's 3rd and 19 because of the penalties. Trying to set up a screen, and they can't. That's going to be a punt for the Bruins, as South Carolina will get it back with about 2.5 to go. Here's Mazio Bennett, fields at his own 30, cuts left side, now to the right, and Bennett's in the open field. This is where you got to be careful. Bennett with the angle, and he's going to go the distance. A punt return touchdown of 70 yards for Mazio Bennett. It's now 31-0, and I think it's safe to go to the halftime break for this one. The Bruins desperately need it. It's been all South Carolina, 31-0. As we go into the halftime show, we're going to take a look at the first round games. As you can see, the scores: Clemson beats the number 1 team, Notre Dame, to move to the quarterfinal. Rutgers loses to Miami. Auburn upsets USC. And Georgia knocks off Pittsburgh. So all of the lower seeds win, setting up Clemson, Arizona, Miami, UAB, Auburn, Penn State, and Georgia, Tennessee in the quarterfinals. Interesting matchups across the board. Clemson moving on. UAB gets a rematch against Miami. It's going to be interesting. We'll see how the rest of the plays out. But we've got to get back to our game first. As the Gamecocks start the second half of the football with a chance to even break this lead even more. They start off with a 5-yard give to Wade Mann, who's at 62 yards today. 2nd and 5, back to him, cuts it up, and he picks up a first down out to the 29. Gamecocks just running the football. You know they're going to go into chew clock mode when you're up by 31. After a gain of 1, Monty Sora checks in for the first time today, and he will get a nice carry with a gain of 8. As the sophomore halfback took more of a backseat role with Hajrulahu and Mann coming in, but on 3rd and 1, Mann is stopped shy. So the Bruins do get the punt. They start for their own 29, first drive of the second half. That's a quick pass that nets them 2. That's Mac Westbrooks. The senior has 13 touchdowns on the season. 2nd and 8. Here's a bubble screen out wide, but it's red as that's Paul White here, the first-team all-freshman wide receiver who picks up maybe 5. Now an early 3rd and 3 for the Bruins. 2 tight ends in the pistol. They give it to Vincent, and nowhere to go. Bryce Reeves is in the backfield. The captain reads it. 31-0 back to the Gamecocks, and they're at the 33 of UCLA, putting another good drive. After a gain of 2, 2nd and 8. Reno taking some calls from the sideline, and unfortunately they don't get in time. There's going to be a flag down. It's a delay of game on Reno. So instead it's now 2nd and 13, now 3rd and 11. Set up a screen. Here's Hajrulahu with it. Gets the blockers out in front, and they convert on 3rd down. Do the Bruins, you got to force it there, and they don't. So new set of downs. Man to the left picks up 2. Now 2nd and 8. Reno in the gun. It's going to give it to man again. Right side. Picks up 3. Now it's a 3rd and 5 for the Gamecocks. Do you run it again, or do you go for the throw? They are going to throw it. Reno rolls to his right. Eyes downfield. Stops. Fires as a man, and it's caught for a touchdown. Vernon Ryder with it. 38-0. South Carolina. This one a blowout here in Nashville. As the Bruins back with the football, 2nd and 8. They hand it off to Vincent, and he puts the ball on the ground. It's picked up by the Gamecocks. This one is not even a contest. We go to the end of the 3rd quarter. South Carolina leads by the same score of 38-0. The Bruins not even on the board. And we go into the 4th quarter. And South Carolina has the field goal team set up. This one from 38 yards out from the left side, and it's up and good. It's 41-0. This game essentially over. The Bruins will set themselves up for a field goal, though. 47 yards of their own for Mario Martini, the freshman with his first chance of the game, and he does drill it. So it's 41-3. But other than that, nothing to show in the 4th quarter. This one is a blowout. The Gamecocks win it 41-3 for the 3rd straight season. They have won the TransPerfect Music City Bowl, and in pretty emphatic fashion. We dominate Big Ten teams in this bowl game. First it was Wisconsin, then it was USC, now it's UCLA. Nobody can beat us. Reno, 4 touchdown passes in this game. He gets your player of the game. He's your Music City Bowl MVP, and this one was just straight dominance. The Gamecocks end the season on a high note, going 9-4, and I'm excited for this team going forward. I wish we would have got another chance. If we would have made the playoff, I think we could have did some damage, but unfortunately 4 losses did not get us in. But I'm excited to see what this team can do next season. Yes, we do have a couple of seniors graduating, but we have a really solid core that will be back for the next season. But first, we got to get through this season. We are your Music City Bowl winners, not even a contest here in this one. But how does the rest of the playoff play out? First off, Reno, we know, was the MVP. He also gets SEC Offensive Player of the Week. But let's go to the quarterfinal matchups. Who will be moving on to the semifinals? It'll be Miami and Clemson and Tennessee, Penn State. The Tigers now in the semifinals. They beat Arizona 37-17. UAB loses a nail-biter to Miami. Tough loss for the Blazers. Penn State knocks off Auburn, and then Georgia loses by a point to Tennessee in a Sugar Bowl Classic, setting the stage for the semifinals. But let's find out who will be in the national championship. It'll be Miami and Tennessee going head-to-head for the national championship. Tennessee back to defend their title. They won it last year. The Hurricanes, arguably one of, if not the best team in the country this season, with a shot at glory. They will be in Houston at Energy Stadium for the national championship. We'll take a look at this game in the next episode. But yeah, first you got Tennessee, the defending national champions, a team we played earlier this year and got absolutely slaughtered by, one of our worst losses of the season. Obviously led by our former quarterback, Lenore Sellers, going for his second national championship in his senior season. We'll see if he can end it with a high note. This Volunteers team is so fast, so good on both sides of the football. But then you have Miami, who, in my opinion, might be the better team. Jose Jasmine, a great quarterback, one of the best recruits in recent memory, and national championships for the first time. They're going to it since 2002, so they are hungry for a championship. We'll see if they can get it in the next episode. It'll be Tennessee, Miami. We'll watch it just like we usually do and find out who is your winner. But thank you guys so much for watching this. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you drop a like and subscribe down below, especially if you want more Dynasty Mode content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.